Oh, here we go, man. Welcome back to another episode of the Tarantino Show. As always, man, it's a pleasure. Everybody spin back around, tap in with me, man. If you don't know, man, which I'm pretty sure by this point everybody do or you should, the World Cup, man, one of the biggest, largest events, largest sporting events in the world. It's coming to the city of Atlanta, man, and really like another month and a half, or you know what I'm saying, give or take or whatever. Literally, man, the biggest sporting event in the world, man. And from the perspective of a person that live in Atlanta, from Atlanta, grew up in Atlanta, I mean, when I say they done revamped the city, man, in such a major way for this event, it is crazy, man. I mean, you literally can get off the train and go play a game of soccer with your kid if you want to at that point in time. Like, literally. You know what I'm saying? Like, they have revamped the city in every way. They got new buses that, you know what I'm saying, they are going to present just for transportation really during that time. The whole transit system itself has been revamped, man. Like, there's gonna be so much going on throughout the city in so many different spots, locations, man. Like they really stepped it up, man. You know, they got programs for the homeless that they got in place from reopening and revamping some of these old hotels and you know what I'm saying, setting them up as like shelters for the homeless people to come to get them off the streets, programs to get them like food stamps, you know what I'm saying, get them back in the game, man, make sure they can eat legit healthy meals and you know what I'm saying, be able to do little things for themselves or whatever the case may be. Like they really got a lot going on in the city, man. You know, the mayor of the city really done put a lot of things in place, a lot of things together. But on the flip side of the situation, you have a good amount of citizens that are really a little pissed off, man, behind the situation. As crazy as that may sound, but the reason being, you have a lot of people that look at it like a lot of the things that are being done now are really things that the city could have used years and years and years ago. Like a lot of this stuff really just been building up over time, you know what I'm saying? And it's almost like a book that just been sitting on the shelf collecting dust over years and over years, gonna collect more and more dust. And that's pretty much what it's been doing. A lot of issues of the city really just been like sitting at the desk for a lot of years, and over time it just done collect a lot of dust and more dust. And you gotta think, we don't had the Super Bowl here. But the Super Bowl, it's big, but it's not big in the light of let's let's clean it up to the level of what we doing it now. You know what I'm saying? The Super Bowl is more so like, man, you know, that's the biggest event in the football world or the football community. And, you know, it is an event that's somewhat broadcasted worldwide, but not of the magnitude of the World Cup. You did what I'm saying, and to host that, two different playing fields. You did what I'm saying. So it's like, why did we have to wait to now to do all of the things that the city of Atlanta really been needing, and you know what I'm saying, really been begging for? You know, you legit have taxpayers, dedicated taxpayers, man, that been working 10, 20, 15, 30 plus years, man, and it's like the things that these people been complaining about and, writing about and calling up about and been getting blowed off, ignored, pushed to the side, like the same issues like we are addressing now, but it seems like we're only addressing it because of the event that we have coming. So it's pretty much like we got company coming over, let clean our shit up real good, and we can be more presentable for when company get here to really make it look like we always have and had our stuff together. You know what I'm saying? And on one hand, it's like take the win how you get the win, which I can understand. You did what I'm saying. Like, okay, we get it. Things should have been done, and they wasn't. So fact of the matter, we just take the W how we get the W. And that's cool for some. But on the other hand, you still got some people that's like, no, we really want y'all to hear what we really got to say about that matter, man. And I mean, I can get it. I understand both sides. You know what I'm saying? I get it. because it's like things still need to be addressed. And one of the things that I don't even believe these people really have taken into consideration is the traffic situation. Like, you got to understand, man, there are so many people that has flocked to the city, not just the state of Georgia, the city of Atlanta and the outskirts of Atlanta, still meaning they have to travel and commute through or in and out the city of Atlanta. To it's like the traffic situation is ridiculous. The traffic situation is ridiculous just on the account of the residents of this city. How are we going to factor in and mitigate traffic controls for 30 days for pretty much a group of people from every continent, every place all over the world, man? Like, the city is finna be thumping for them 30 days, man. I'm talking about something is going, it's gonna be at least 5 events going on just about every single day in different locations during that point in time, man. So you got traffic just plus your regular commuters. Like, have they thought about that? You know what I'm saying? On one side, I've heard things of, a lot of departments, ain't really ready. A lot of departments really ain't got their stuff together yet. On one side, as far as the police force or the task force or whatever you know what I'm saying, call it, they say they ready for it. They got the open container district that they done put together, which I'm very interested to see how that go, because you done pretty much created a whole block where you can just pretty much legally be drunk and walking about from spot to spot. So we gonna see how that goes with just the people, the normal citizens of the city of Atlanta, let alone all of these other different individuals that we finna allow into the city, man. All these guests we finna allow to come to our home, man, for them 30 days, man. Like, how is that really gonna go? You know what I'm saying? Have they really thought about that and took that into consideration? Another thing that I'm curious about is the way that they have revamped the city, man, and brought so much, outdoor activities and outdoor functions. Will they continue to allow these things to thrive and be available to the people the way that they will be available, during this World Cup? Or once the World Cup has came and gone, will it pretty much just be like a reset, everything back to normal? You know what I'm saying? That's something that I'm pretty curious to see. Like, will they continue to allow the city to thrive in that, like, still allow these amenities to be available to the citizens of the city, and keep everything going, keep everything afloat? Or, like I say, will they just kind of let it go to waste, everything go back to normal? They got restrictions on this and bans on this and this, that, and the third, or what have you, man. But we'll see, man. It's gonna be an interesting time, man. Interesting time. It's gonna be a lot going on, like I said, all over the city of Atlanta, man. Public transportation is definitely going to be a major thing, man. Public transportation is going to definitely be a major thing that's in play. I don't know what the people of Martyr may have going on at this point in time, but from what I've heard from a lot of normal Martyr commuters, what I'm saying, people that ride Martyr on the daily basis, is right now Martyr doing some bullshit, man. Martyr doing some real bullshit, and what they are doing is basically, it seemed like trying to save and cut costs wherever they feel like they can save and cut costs by combining and intertwining rides that normally are not combined or intertwined. You mixing group of the people from the east side, group of the people from the west side, and you putting all these folk together, and you know what I'm saying. Tensions is arising a little bit, man. You know what I'm saying, and it's also putting a lot of strain on the employees of MARTA as well, because you got to understand, by these people doing this, like I said, you got a lot of people that ride the bus, public transportation for a living, to commute to and from work. It's a little more feasible, maybe a little more convenient, whatever the case may be. So pretty much when these buses leave out in the morning time, they are pretty much out until it is time for them to return and be parked for the afternoon. Afternoon meaning after midnight or whatever time, MARTA transportation shuts down as far as the buses goes. So that's a lot, man. Like, that's a lot on these drivers. That's a lot on commuters, you know what I'm saying? But more so the drivers, because you gotta think, a lot of these folks out here all day, man. It ain't like they dealing with top of the line buses. A lot of the buses regularly half cut off, and some may have or may have not air. So you got these people riding high, or if the bus break down on the road, now people are being inconvenienced. They can't get to work on time or whatever the case may be. So now you got tempers, attitudes flaring. It's just a messy situation that I think the people that are making these decisions don't have to deal with, so they're allowed to freely make these type of decisions, and don't really think about the people that these decisions affect. It's more so just about the financial aspect of it and the beneficial point behind the financial aspect of it, man. So it's a lot going on when it comes to that, man. Like I said, I ain't no lawyer, but that's just my thought process on what I've heard, and some of my observations when it comes to the martyr and the transportation situation, man. Because like I say, during the month and the time period of the World Cup, like, that's probably gonna be key transportation for a lot of people, man. You still may have your Ubers and your Lyfts going on, but MARTA is going to be the primary transportation for a lot of people, for the simple fact it's it's open for the public. you know, Marta goes through a lot of the key points of where a lot of these events are gonna be going on. Now you got the Marta Uber, which you can, pay for the Marta transportation to pick you up, take you to and from. So, they gonna be, they gonna do what they gonna do, man. So we will see if in that aspect, when it comes to transportation, public transportation, if we as a city are really prepared for the effect of people that's gonna come here and gonna be moving about, man. But definitely gonna be a great time, man. Great time in the city. It's gonna be so much money, so much revenue. I mean, if y'all thought the Super Bowl brought in a lot of money, man, the Super Bowl was really on like a weekend, and it was big, major. On the financial side of it, major, but it was only a weekend. This is going to be a month event, man. So, like I say, on the revenue side, man, if you got a business or anything like that, this is definitely gonna be the time, man, to put you 1, 2 out there in the mix, because it's gonna be a lot of money in the city, man. It's gonna be a lot of money to be made. It's gonna be a lot of revenue, a lot of money being passed hand to hand, man. Like, for real, man. The restaurant industry, whoo, the restaurant industry is fixing to eat. When I say eat, by the restaurant industry, finna eat DoorDash and all that shit. If you're a DoorDasher, man, y'all folk probably finna eat, man. Like, for real, for real. So it's gonna be a lot going on in the city, man. A whole lot going on, man. A whole lot going on the entertainment side. So, y'all stay tuned, man. Stay tuned. Y'all see what's going on out there, man. But like I say, on the flip side, I'm definitely curious to see, if we can really handle this traffic situation that's finna present itself, man. Let's see if we can handle this traffic situation that's getting ready to present itself, and let's see if the city can continue to carry out the way that they have built it up for this one event, man. Let's see if if all the things that they put in place, all the things that they are bringing to the forefront, the situation that they're doing as far as the homeless, because truthfully, they decided to do that with the homeless because, man, you can't have all these people come here to the city and you got homeless people all over the place, which is another reason why a lot of the people in the city of Atlanta is pissed off behind it, because it's like, this is stuff that's been going on, man. These are problems that been at hand. You know, these things been available. These buildings been available. A lot of these spots been abandoned for, years to come, man. So it's like, why now? You did what I'm saying? We'll take the W how we get the W, but it's like, why now? We get why now, but it's like, why now? You know what I'm saying? So let's just see if, a lot of these programs, a lot of these things, man, a lot of the excitement, man, that they are bringing back to the city of Atlanta, man. Let's just see how it roll. Let's see how it play out, man. See what's going on though, man. On the side note, man, I'm gonna throw a quick side note out there, man. A little small clip, man, for the next episode. I spoke about it weeks ago, man. I'm pretty sure by now everybody done seen it. If you haven't seen it, man, look it up. They are reinstating the automatic draft, man, from I think 16 to 26. That age range, man. If you fall in that age range, you are already automatically enlisted in that draft, man. As you know, we already beefing at war with these people about this oil, about this gas. Gas prices are through the roof. You know, Word is this is something that's probably finna continue for a while now. So, things can really get out of hand, man. Things can really go left. So, but this automatic draft situation, man, y'all definitely need to tap into. Definitely need to read about it. If you fall in that age range, you definitely need to be, in tune with what they got going on. Parents of people in that age range, y'all need to be in tune with what these people got going on, man, because it's definitely some fishy shit going on and some up the sleeves with that type of move. You know what I'm saying? Like the last time this has happened, I think was like one of the world wars or something like that. And that's been ancient years ago at this point in time, man. So for them to be bringing something like this back, man, I think it's definitely something to be in tune about. I don't think it's something to be taken lightly or just brushed off. Like it's an agenda and a motive behind everything that the government and these folks do, man. So y'all definitely keep your eyes out, keep your ears out for whatever they got going on with that situation, man. And you know, hopefully this gas situation gets better. We don't know, you know what I'm saying? But stay tuned for the next episode, man. I got a lot more information to cover about that, man. Y'all keep tapping into the Tarantino show, man.